Rebel Yell podcast on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We are brought to you in part by Edgar Snyder and Associates, helping injured people since 1982. Visit them if you need them, edgarsnyder.com. We thank them for their support. They'll be with us all the way through the upcoming WPIAL baseball and softball playoffs. Time winding down, only a week left in the regular season. And with that, we bring in our WPIAL Baseball Player of the Week, Carson Franc of Avonworth, now a senior, all grown up. Last time we talked to him, he was a young 10th grader. Now look at him, just a picture of maturity. He's kind enough to join us. Carson, we appreciate your time, pal.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, what a big week. We'll get into it. I guess we'll start with last we talked, right? 10th grade special season for the Antelopes 2 years ago. When you think back, and a lot of your current teammates were a part of that ride too. When you think back, what are some of the first things that pop into your head?
Really just the senior leadership. I mean, it showed that year there was I think there was 6 seniors. And, they really carried us sophomores, us juniors that were on the team. And they really showed us, a way that I now and my teammates try to show to the younger kids and all the seniors around.
So is it true that, when you're a young player, that you, whether you know it or not, are kind of taking mental notes as to how it's being done, knowing that, as either a junior or especially as a senior, you're going to be kind of in that leadership role?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to take mental notes. It's hard to take physical notes. So anything that you can take from any advice from any upperclassman or older person, you should go ahead and take. I mean, it's not easy to have the physical nature of it, but it's easy to have the mental nature.
With the success that you guys had 2 years ago, was the 2025 season kind of a disappointment?
I really wouldn't say it's a disappointment. I think we just fell short of our goal. But we had a very successful season. All of us. It's just we fell a little short to where we wanted to be.
Yeah, you're sort of a product of you, your teammates, and even those who came, when you were in middle school. The great success that this Avonworth program has had, especially in this decade, that when you can have a great regular season, but if you slip up in the playoffs and you don't go deep into the postseason, some people kind of label it as a disappointment, and that's truly unfair. But when the bar's set pretty high for you guys, don't you think?
Yeah, it really is. Through football, volleyball, basketball, everything. So high.
What a special time. You just touched on really going back to the start of this decade, the great success. And it's a lot of the same names because Avonworth's still, a small school. So the athletes, whether they're male or female, are competing in multiple sports. And just the success that the various programs have had. People say success breeds success. Do you agree?
Oh, I 100% agree. Everybody, you see all these younger kids see the success of, us, 2025 team, 2024 team. They see the football teams. The last four years they've been WPIAL championships, and, they really just want more. They want more of themselves. So that's how I saw it.
Yeah, no, I agree, and a lot of coaches would agree with exactly what you just said too. That even if you're not part of a team, like say you're a baseball player and the basketball team goes on and wins a WPIAL championship, even if you weren't part of that, you're kind of work because most of the athletes in the school support other athletes. So just knowing what it takes is probably a big key to trying to go deep into the postseason and trying to win either a district or a state championship. You come into this week, Antelopes, Eagles, South Park, deadlocked for first place. But that's nothing new. I wrote a little piece on Tuesday before the second game at South Park about what a great rivalry, baseball rivalry, this has become, even though the two schools are nowhere near each other. For those who aren't familiar, what makes Avonworth versus South Park so special?
Really just the energy. I mean, it's gone back a while, really. I mean, I think it started with I don't know who exactly, but it was a player and so it was there's some words exchanged, I'm pretty sure, and it just grew from there, and ever since it's just been okay, South Park number one, Avonworth number one. They both go into that game usually undefeated or maybe one loss, so it's like all stakes are set at a high.
Yeah, there's nothing better. There's obviously great neighboring rivalries. Avonworth Northgate was a great neighboring rivalry for so many years. Avonworth North Catholic before the Trojans moved to Cranberry. That was always a great rivalry. So the neighboring rivalries are great, but there's something special about two schools that aren't near each other, really don't have a lot in common, but they're both very good, and it seems every year they're colliding, and it's been the case for between the Eagles and Antelopes now, really your entire career, but even going back before that, battling for first place
Mm-hmm. Yep.
in the section.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we saw it again this week, which we'll be talking about. Do you think any of it has to do with the fact that your head coach is from and still lives in South Park, and two of your assistant coaches are South Park grads? You think that kind of helps stir things up a little bit?
I don't know about that. I just think it's more of a motive factor for us and our coach. Like, okay, yeah, we want to go in there and beat them at our place and their place every year because he's from there and he still gets some stuff from all the people around him. Like, oh, you coach for Avonworth, you coach for a rival, like stuff like that. It's just a motive factor and a drive factor.
What a start to this section series um, on Monday between the Antelopes and the Eagles up at your place at Avonworth. You guys fall behind, down 3-1, down 5-1 after 4 innings, and then the rally begins. Two big runs in the fifth, cut the lead in half to 5-3. Two in the seventh to dramatically tie the game at 5, send it into extra innings, and it doesn't get any more dramatic than the walk-off home run by Cooper Sharding to win it. A lot of emotions in that game, falling behind early and then coming back, chipping away, tying it in the seventh, winning it in the eighth. Has to be one of the better high school games that you've been part of.
I mean, yeah, but earlier this season, I think you probably saw the Pine Richland game. That was
Well,
that was probably crazier. That was
that's
so
right.
crazy.
But that didn't have. It was a non-section game. You're right. It was.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
non-section game, but it was what I think 35 runs combined.
yeah. Pitching be damned. You guys by the end were probably putting it on tee and just whacking it.
Yeah, it really. I
Um,
mean, really.
but this one, I mean, again, first place, two undefeated teams in the section, um, had to be pretty special.
Yeah, it was. It was very, very special.
How much of a you can maybe put yourself in their shoes? How much of a blow was that to South Park? You're on the road, big showdown game. You're up rather comfortably at 1.51, and then to see it slip away. Could you tell, looking at the other side of the dugout while you guys were celebrating, that was a big shot to the gut?
I mean, yeah, but if we're putting in my shoes, in our shoes, happened the same thing last year. I think we were up 5-1, 5-2 at South Park, and they came back. I mean, they didn't walk it off against us or anything, but
I
they
remember
came
that. Yeah.
back. We were comfortably ahead, and they came back, and it kind of we were down, yeah, but it was kind of like we're not gonna let this next one slip at our home place.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, because I think I had the call of that game last year.
And you
They
did.
had one big inning. I mean, huge inning, batted around. went up, and then you guys tried, came close, but couldn't pull off the comeback.
Yeah. I think it was like 7 runs in 1 inning. Or
Yeah,
6.
yeah. Okay. So you guys get the comeback win. Let's talk about your performance on Monday. 3 for 4 with a double, 2 RBI, and you come in the 8th inning to pitch, retire the sides. Bottom of the 8th, you guys win it on the walk-off homer by Coop. What's your mindset? First of all, talk about your game at the plate. 3 for 4, pretty darn good.
I mean, we stepped in there. I mean, we were prepping for Hawken dinner really like the whole week and kind of like the whole year. I mean, we knew he was going to be the guy and the guy that we needed to beat. So my mindset was really kind of try to fight his fastball off or try to poke it somewhere or get his changeup in, shoot it right back up the middle. And I think I got a fastball first at bat. I watched it go by, and then he threw me 2 changeups. Well, threw me 1 changeup. I hit it right back up the middle, and then next at bat he threw me another changeup. And then I came up in I think it was the 5th inning. There was a run on second and third, so I was just trying to do my job. And I hit a fastball right to I think it was either the first or second base, and I was just trying to get an RBI in. Put us down. I think it was put us down 2. So just to get us right back in the game, try to drive in a run there. And so it's my only job. And then I think it was the bottom of the 7th. Jack was on third, and they brought in a new pitcher, and I was just waiting for a mistake pitch at that point, and I got it, and I drove it.
Indeed, big part of the comeback victory. You're talking about a great breakdown of your offensive performance. You two were talking about a couple of changeups. As when you're batting, I've often been fascinated because I played the game, but I was no good at the game. How quickly can you dictate or set your mind to what pitch is coming? I mean, kids are throwing so hard nowadays. Even their off-speed stuff is coming in with some velo. Good hitters have to recognize rather quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's more my approach. I mean, sit fastball, like, because there's a lot of velo there, and then my hands are quick enough where I can sit back on a slider or a changeup or a curveball, whatever he may have, and either poke it the other way or drive it somewhere.
Yeah, and that's the key is the hands. And if you can make that adjustment, because it's a quick adjustment, you're going to have success. Did you know before Monday that you were gonna toe the rubber on Tuesday?
Oh, I had no clue. I mean, I really just came back from injury. That was my first start I actually had, except no, I pitched against Plum, but first section game. I thought I was gonna either relieve Tuesday or relieve Monday. I had no clue I was gonna start until right after the game on Monday.
So you threw an inning, felt good, obviously, and you get word that you're getting the start on Tuesday. Any concerns or no? Hey, I want the ball.
No, give me the ball.
Give me the ball.
That's all I thought.
So you get the ball Tuesday at their place. Masterful performance. You go the distance. You guys win, get the sweep. How did you feel, and what was working for you?
Man, I felt great. I mean, just to get in that place, we've lost the last 3 years, I think, or 4 years.
Yeah.
Haven't beat them in that place. It felt good. I mean, my fastball, they were just swinging through it, and then my curveball, I threw it much slower than my fastball, and they were either late or really early. Just threw them way off.
Getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get the victory, 7-1. Any concerns at any point in the game, or you felt good? How do you feel now? I guess I should ask.
Just a little sore in the arm. That's it. That's all it is.
But normal soreness.
Yeah, normal.
All right. Let's get your numbers here. You gave up a run, only 3 hits. One walk, impressive. Love the low walk totals, and 11 strikeouts. So you were cooking with fire. Another big game at the plate, 2 for 4, double, 3 runs batted in. Again, just talk a little bit about your ABs in game 2.
The first at bat, I hit the double. I think I got one fastball the whole time. So I was just fighting off a curveball, and then I was waiting for that mistake pitch. He threw me one right down the middle, and I drove it to right center and got 3 people in. And then next at bat, I got up 2-0, and hitters count. Got to be swinging out of your shoes, and I caught one right on the inside. It was just line drive right to the third and short, and then after that, I missed a fastball in my last at bat, and then my third at bat, I panic swinged on a curveball and
Oh, come on, Carson.
got to strike out.
Oh, that panic, the panic on the curveball, that could have cost you player of the week,
I could have.
Well, but it didn't.
No.
2 victories for Avonworth, 2 wins on the mound for Carson Franc, and big nights, or big games, I should say, afternoon and night, at the plate as well, as Avonworth wins the section championship outright. Still a long way to go. You guys have taken care of business. 1 check mark, as I told your coach last night. Everybody has the 3 goals, right? Win your section, win your district, win your state. 1 done. Do you allow yourself as a player to start looking around? You very obviously you know what you have in your section, the other teams that will make the playoffs, but do you look at the other sections and see what's going on this time of year?
Oh yeah, we've been looking since really the start of the season. I mean, I know I have. Just we know we had the talent to get to the playoffs, and it's just about us scouting and our preparation to where then we can get past where we did last year, and see the other teams, the other pitchers, the other hitters, see what they've been doing, struggling with, and all sorts of stuff like that.
It's a fun time of year, busy time for you seniors. Has any of that, the outside stuff, outside of baseball, with everything going on as you get ready to graduate, does that make it a little harder to focus?
I mean, I wouldn't say like much more of like a focus. I think it's more of a focus because like you kind of have to get up in the morning and be prepared for school because for baseball you get out early for games and stuff like that. And so you just got to be focused every single time you step into the classroom. And, so it starts from, we get in school at 8 a.m. So it starts from there.
Hitting over 500, I believe, or 400 or whatever. You lead the team in batting average. You lead the team in on-base percentage. You lead the team in hits. You don't lead the team in home runs, but, you got other guys to carry that load. It's been a very, very productive season. You mentioned coming back from injury. You don't have to get into it by any means. You can do the old NHL lower body injury. But how are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I feel great.
What was the injury?
It was a shoulder injury.
Okay.
It was shoulder.
Throwing arm?
Yeah, it was my throwing arm. It was the first game of the season, actually. It was I personally say, and everybody on the field say it was a home run, but the umpire said it was a ground rule double, and I got picked off at second, dove back to the base, and my shoulder.
How do you get picked off second, Carson?
I didn't get picked off. I was safe, but
okay.
I was like diving back to the base.
Okay, it was a pickoff attempt.
Yeah, it was a pickoff attempt. I was diving back to the base, and I just heard a pop in my shoulder.
So you're just coming back completely, or were you weren't able to throw for all this time?
I wasn't able to throw for the first I think 2-3 weeks. My coach kept me, in check, made sure I was good because I was really only needed to end the season, and he made sure I was good before he even thought of throwing me. So,
but and it hasn't affected your swing at all.
No. Oh no, I was perfectly fine.
Okay.
Like I could swing. I was easy swinging, and it doesn't hurt at all to swing.
All right. So you were robbed of a home run, is what he's
I think I
saying.
was. I
Yeah.
personally think I was.
All right. Well, we'll take a look at the video evidence.
There, we tried, and you can't really see it.
Well, we'll enhance it.
That's what I mean. We tried to. We tried everything.
He's doing everything he can to
We
get
I
that HR.
I need to make sure it either went out or it was a ground ball double.
Where was the game played? Was it a home game?
It was in Myrtle Beach, actually.
Oh, I can't help you there. Out of
Yeah, it was
state.
down in South Carolina.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, you know those South Carolina rules. Those umpires are a little rougher. So,
Yeah,
how was the trip, by the way, down south?
it was great. We played actually really good competition. Really good competition. It was great to see different than the PA teams. We played a team from Philly, played a team from Arkansas, um, Chicago, Washington,
Yeah.
and I don't know where else, but all around.
Okay, kudos, and I've told him this too to Coach Bywalski. I like teams that challenge themselves. Now, you guys, one of the best teams in 3A, but you're constantly playing not just teams, but quality teams,
Hmm.
4A, 5A, 6A. And, overall record be damned. You guys aren't afraid to challenge the elite in the district. And I think that more than loading up against, crackerjack teams that just aren't at the same skill level as you, but going into the playoffs with a 19-1 record.
Hmm.
The way you guys are doing it, I think, is far more beneficial. Would you agree?
I do agree. I do agree.
You like playing those tougher teams, even bigger school teams?
Yeah, I really like playing. I mean, just seeing the competition at either 4, 5, or 6A is different than anything at 3A.
Yeah. One of the best in 3A, the Avonworth Antelopes. One of their stars is Carson Franc. He's kind enough to join us as our player of the week. We were touching on it before we got started. Washington and Jefferson is your next destination in the fall. You begin to continue your academic and your baseball career at W&J. What prompted that determination? What prompted W&J to come out on top of the Carson Franc sweepstakes?
It's more of like a family thing. My aunt, my uncle's brother actually built the field.
Oh,
It's named
wow.
after him. It's named
Yeah.
after I think their dad. And he's building a new facility there actually. And I got the blessing to go down and watch the groundbreaking. So it was memorable.
They're building a new facility where?
It's down on campus. It's like a
Oh,
weight room, and it's a indoor like um baseball like field, and like it has batting cages, is a weight room, it has bullpens, stuff like that.
wait. So who's your uncle? Or wait, so you
It's
said your uncle's brother?
Yeah.
Isn't that still your uncle?
No.
Okay. Uh, your uncle's brother. How's that not your uncle?
Because my aunt is my mom's sister.
Right.
So it's my
Oh,
uncle.
okay. That makes sense. What can you say his name?
Dave, I think.
Okay. Just Dave.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's the name.
All right. Because I thought I knew somebody who was involved in that, and I didn't know if we were talking about the same person, but maybe not. So all right, that's what a fabulous facility that is, right?
Mhm. It really is. It's cool.
Ross Memorial. The district will use it for some playoffs. They play all the consolation games there, right next door to EQT Park, the home of the Wild Things. It's those two facilities are perfect for WPIAL playoff baseball. All right, so do you know what you're gonna study at all?
I'm gonna study I'm gonna major in finance, and I'm gonna minor in business.
Well, look at you, finance.
Hmm.
Okay, what can you tell me about a home equity loan? I don't know. You could have
Not
said
right
anything, and I would have bought it. So I mean, that's why you're going. You're going to study up on all that stuff.
I am.
All right. So how many times, if I gave you $1 for every time you were introduced as Carson Franc, how much money do you think you would have in your lifetime?
$1?
If I gave you $1 every time someone said, number 24, Carson Franc.
I'd probably say a lot. Probably
You'd
over
be a
100.
millionaire.
Probably. It's no school teacher that I have like as new has ever referred to me as France.
Well, I mean, when you look at it,
Yeah.
All right.
Seems different.
Don't you want to just throw an E on there?
No.
Mm. All right. A little family pride there. Nothing wrong with that. Carson, congratulations. Heck of an effort in the games this week. The sweep of a very good South Park Eagles team. Great season despite the injury, and I'm glad that you're feeling it 100% because that's great news for the Avonworth Antelopes as they get ready for the WPIAL playoffs. Best of luck to you at W&J as well, my friend.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'll see you in the playoffs sometime.
Hopefully. Just to say, I'm rooming with the South Park catcher too, Ryan Spitzenagel.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's funny how that works.
So, when you're up at the plate, when you're playing them, is he talking trash on you, or is
Nah. He's very
cool?
Very, very respectful kid. He's raised that way.
Good. That's good. And you're probably the same way, right?
I mean, I'd like to say, yeah.
All right. That's good. Well, I'm glad you got that in there. That two of the best in Class 3A. You're going to be roomies at W&J. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Carson Franc, WPIAL Baseball Player of the Week. We thank him for joining us. Thanks to our producer extraordinaire, Chris Lackner, as well, and our good friends at Edgar Snyder and Associates. I'm Don Rebel. We thank you for joining us. Rebel Yell Podcast, Trib Live, High School Sports Network.